season. All my dreams come alive. Life is for living. With you, I've made my decision. You lift me up, fill my eyes with wonder. Forever young in your love, this freedom's untainted. With you, no moment is wasted. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now. This is living now. You lead the way, got you right beside me. In your love, I'm complete. There's nothing like living with you. This life you created, I choose. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now. This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything, one and more. This is living now. This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything, one and more.
What is up, SkyKids? I hope you are all doing so good. I am so excited to be back with all of you today. My name is Tristan, and I'm so pumped for today's lesson. Now, I have a very important question to ask all of you, okay? Are you ready? How many of you love eating? Me too. I love eating, and especially when I'm around all my family and friends, right? I don't think there's anything that we all collectively like to do. Now, today we are starting a brand new series, and it's called Around the Table. And this series is all about sharing special moments with our family and our friends, right? When we gather around a table, often it helps us share and strengthen our faith as we tell stories about Jesus. In this series, we're hoping that you'll be able to get some of your own special moments and stories to share with others. Now, how many of you know what leftover night is? Leftover night is normally when your mom or your dad gathers some of the leftovers from last night's dinner or even 2 nights before's dinner, right? And it's not always the best stuff, but it's little bits and bobs of what you've already eaten. With our life with Jesus, we should never leave anything left over for him. We shouldn't just give God our leftovers. Today's story, we're going to look at a woman named Mary and how she invited Jesus to come and have dinner around her table with her family. Let's go and have a look and see what happens.
One day, Jesus and his disciples went to Bethany. Jesus had friends who lived there, Lazarus and his 2 sisters, Mary and Martha. They were all very excited to see Jesus. They prepared a dinner in Jesus' honor. Martha served, and Lazarus ate with Jesus. Then Mary took a jar of really expensive perfume and poured it over Jesus' feet. When she was finished, she wiped Jesus' feet with her hair. Mary did this to show how grateful she was to God for sending Jesus to them. The perfume smelled so wonderful, the whole house was filled with its fragrance. But Judas, the disciple who would soon betray Jesus, was not happy.
That perfume was so valuable. It cost a whole year's worth of pay. We should have sold it and given the money to the poor.
Judas didn't really care about the poor at all. He was a thief, and since he was in charge of the disciples' money, he often stole some for himself. Selling the perfume would mean more money for him. Judas was selfish and ungrateful, but Jesus defended Mary.
Leave her alone. She is doing this because she understands what is about to happen to me. She is showing me great honor while she can, while I'm here. She won't always be able to do this.
Mary was grateful, and that helped her do a great thing for Jesus.
Just like Mary gave Jesus her very best, Jesus expects us to do the same for him. Now, he doesn't expect us to be perfect or always get things right, but he does expect us to show him love, honor, and respect in everything that we do. 2 things that we need to remember from today's lesson. Firstly, God deserves our best. Just like how Mary poured out her most valuable, expensive perfume all over Jesus' feet, he just expects us to do the same and pour out our best on him too. God gave us his best when he sent Jesus, his only son, to pay for all our sins. And so it's only right that we give him our best back. Secondly, Jesus doesn't want our leftovers. Just how we would prefer fresh, good food over leftovers, Jesus expects the same. He doesn't want half of our heart. He wants our complete, fresh heart because he deserves that much. Remember, God delivers us, saves us, and sets us free. He sent his only son, his very best, to die on the cross for me. And because of that, he deserves my very best. I will give God my best. Do you want to say that with me? I will give God my best. Yes, guys, such a great job. I hope you enjoyed sitting around the table with me today and speaking all about God and all that he has done for us. I hope you have the best week, and I hope you remember to give God your best in everything that you do this week. Bye.